But there's a lot going on right now, and there's more I want to talk about because it's not just about hot takes and breaking news. There's a lot more going on. And one thing happening in the news right now, and it's like been over and over again, and it's so epic, everybody. It's so epic. It's really not. There's a new Gumby series coming, everybody. So let me talk about Gumby. So if you are from the 1950s, you might know Gumby, or if you're from I think there's a reboot earlier in the 90s, but Gumby. Hey guys, Gumby and Pokey are coming back one more time for a series. Oh, that was an impression. It was an impression, but Gumby's coming back.
You gotta get the right time.
I love Gumby.
I love Gumby too. Yes. He's officially turning run. Fox's Bento Box is making this. Bento Box Entertainment is bringing Gumby back for 2, not 1, but 2 new shows. So if you're excited about this, and Pokey's gonna be there too. There's Pokey. Yeah. They're coming back. They're doing an adult version and a kids version. Now this is based on the 1950s Pokey and Gumby by Deaky Deek. Coming right back, and the writers are all involved. Everybody's lined up for this. But the kids version do 52-part episode series, so 11-minute episodes. 52 episodes they're dropping away with this shit. For your kids under 12, you get some Gumby, some riding Pokey, and the blockheads are back. Everybody's coming back in the land of Topia. I can't say this shit. I'm trying.
Had a special land. I just knew about the blockheads and everybody else.
It's like Gumtasia. You got Pokey, you got Prickle, you got Cranky Half Dragon, you got Half Dinosaur, you got Goo, you got the open-minded and half-spirit, half-flying blue mermaid, and you got the blockheads who are the assholes. I'm sorry. But they're all coming back. And there's also the bad guys. There's also the adult version as well, which will probably be Gumby right here, having a great time, experiencing life and finding himself in a lot of ways. So
it'll probably be another horror movie.
Yeah, they probably will do a horror movie. It'll be like
I'm going with Gumby. I'm thinking Beavis and Butthead.
What do we think about this? I mean, I think that Gumby is an untapped resource for a long time, but can he relate to people again? I don't know. Like, it's a weird thing. Claymation was huge back then. Maybe it'll be a renaissance for Claymation again and bring that back. He's sliding into your screens one more time. I'm excited, kind of. We'll see. The adult version could be a lot of fun. Yeah, I think the adult version could be fun, though. I think it could be. I really think it'd be something special, maybe. But Jordan, what do you think? Is the world ready for more Gumby and Pokey? Is it going to revolutionize TV, kids, and adult stuff? Is it going to beat Sausage Party? What do you think, Jordan? Is Gumby going to revolutionize the world?
Oh, it could beat Sausage Party. That's a hot dumpster fire. Nobody asked for that. But personally, I really don't think it's Gumby. How many people are still alive that remember Gumby besides us in here? That's why I said GR.
Some of us remember the originals.
I mean, hell, why don't we just bring back HR Puffin stuff while we're at it? Jesus Christ.
I like
Who's going to be the voice of Gumby, Jordan? Chris Pratt?
Huh?
Chris Pratt going to be the voice of Gumby?
Well, Chris Pratt does everything. He might as well just sound like Chris Pratt. He does Mario, Garfield. What's next?
You're like, I'm Gumby. I'm Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And then you'll have Spencer Slug. You'll have Timothy Chalamet as Pokey. Nice. And then that'll be the dynamic duo right there, you know? I'm just saying, you can conquer the world. What do you think? What do you think, Ron?
I mean, an adult version could be fun, but I don't think the kids are going to get into this.
Seth Rogen is Gumby. There you go. He's like smoking weed and stuff. Gumby's smoking weed.
Well, he helped do the new Ninja Turtles, so why not?
There you go.
Pokey's on mushrooms the whole time, and right. And the blockheads aren't real the whole time. They're just like street signs they talk to. Nice. There you go. We got a premise right there. That's good to go. We got Gumby adult version 2. Maybe. Spencer, I see you thinking. What do you think? Is that the route they're going to go?
I'm writing TV shows over here.
As long as it ain't like the adult Ren and Stimpy one where they were like living in a shoe as midgets and talking about being the pitcher and the catcher, if you guys remember that one.
Yeah.
That was
remember the adult Ren and Stimpy?
Weird.
That was a bit far. They always went a bit far, though. They always went farther than Stimpy. Like they do these extreme close-ups of like pimples popping and like genitalia and shit. It was out there and it was like gross. It was like super as gross as they could get with hair and bumps and everything. It was.
Yeah,
We
wow.
got a lot of HR puppet stuff fans in the chat.
And the best part, right, in Sippy was Buttered Toast Man or Sugar Toast Man, what the hell his name was? Buttered Toast, Toast Man, something like that. I'll drink. Spencer, what do you think about this Gumby coming forward?
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Adult Gumby
Adult Gumby, man.
doesn't make sense to me. I get the nostalgia for a kid's show. What do you do with it? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But I do think it would be cool. I didn't even fucking know that the 90s one was a remake. So I watched it in
It was
the 90s.
80s, not the 90s.
Well, okay. Shit. Well, I was watching it in the 90s and I was like, ah. And I didn't really know any kids that watched it too much around my age, but I was watching it and I thought it was fucking cool. I don't know. I like Gumby.
Gumby was great, man. He was doing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I just don't see a new generation. I mean, kids, I definitely see enjoying claymation, a lot of that. I don't see Wallace and Gromit coming back, you know?
It is coming back, though.
Yeah, but not for adults. And that's my, that's my thing. What are you doing adult Gumby for?
I'd say adult Wallace and Gromit would be awesome. It'd be, which is what they are. They're the kid one's ridiculous, so.
Like Pixar, man. Just do it for both.
Yeah.
You know, just write it well and make jokes. So the adults are like, that's good.
Oh, you're saying like do a combination as opposed to doing two separate series, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Is just leave little subliminal.
Like Rick and Morty kind of feel, or like something that's like has like adult theme. Like a lot of kids shows used to have that.
Yeah. Brian, that's what they did with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which one?
Oh, the new one? You're saying the new Mutant Mayhem one?
No, the original one was adult humor. I took my 5-year-old son to see the original.
Yeah.
And a woman behind me had 4 girls. Her and I were laughing with like hell at the humor. And the kids were like, what are they laughing at?
We love the Turtles, you know?
I love them.
But did you see the original? How old were you when it came out? Like 4?
I mean, I saw the original.
We weren't that young. I seen it.
Yeah. I have TMNT mutant power, something like that. TURTLE power.
I met the one of the turtles, actually. One of the guys. He was also in Mortal Kombat.
Oh, really? Was he cool?
Oh, yeah. Liu Kang.
He was Liu Kang's brother, little brother. In that. Yeah. And he said that whenever they wore the suits, the eyes were totally closed and you could only see through the mouth holes. So like there was a slit and like he's like, you're sweating your ass off and all you can see is through this little slit right here. I'm like, man, that's badass.
Did you, Spencer, did you ever see that creepy picture that they shot a still frame of Donatello laughing in the movie?
You can see him in the eyes and the mask. Yeah,
I have not seen this.
It's so good, dude. It's so funny.
What?
Because you're just you forget, for the whole fucking movie that these are human beings in these rubber suits.
Wide open, Brian, and you can see eyes coming out of the mouth.
I've seen that. Yeah.
It's like it's a reflection in what? It's like it's from the original movie or what?
It's not a reflection. It's right there.
No, I think it's just a shot, but like it's from the wide shot you can't really see it. Then you like punch in and you're like it's like one of those and it's like you can see the guy under the suit.
I was trying to find it. I don't know how to even search for that. That sounds amazing. I love that coming out of their shells tour. Queen, I saw that coming out of their shells tour. I had it on VHS for a long time. They're coming out of their shells. Yeah, I'll drink.
I had the Rock Turtle figures.
Ron, what do you think? Gumby, is it like they're trying to be like, okay, we can't decide. Kids or adults, we separate them. Is it better if, like what Spencer said, you combine them, or will this be greater for generations to have an adult raunchy sausage party, Seth Rogen kind of version, and a kids version, or should it be like one big conglomerate of Gumby and Pokey Six?
I think the kids version would have longer legs. I think the adult version would be like a novelty and 2 episodes out. We'd just be like, well, how far can they go with this? But I think the kids would be really interested in claymation And would you be interested in watching a thing made out of clay with figures made out of clay that talked and walked and everything?
Oh, I know this is
Like-
that.
Like,
This?
here's the group of Gumby.
Yeah, like those. See those guys there?
Yeah, I know.
Would you be interested in those doing like an 11-minute TV show? They talk about their issues, and there's Blockhead, just like Fresca. Would that interest you in your generation?
In our generation, I honestly think it would not at all.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I mean-
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. He beat me to it.
There's already kids watching Bluey, and
Here's Blockhead.
yeah, there's already kids watching Bluey and Paw Patrol, and I think they are going to like that much better than Gumby.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh.
They're already into that stuff, and if the parent tries to get them to watch Gumby, they're probably going to like Bluey or another child show.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
So it would be somewhat successful, but not that much. I don't think.
There he said it.
Gumby.
What a great take.
Gumby, when I was a kid, had the little metal in it, so you could bend all the arms and the legs.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was
Definitely.
fun.
Still have it.
Do
I
you?
remember
Gumby.
those.
Yep. It's in a shelf.
I would bend all mine so the metal would come out of it, and then I'd pull the metal out, and he would.
I did that too.
That's like Stretch Armstrong in a ways, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to see what was inside. You're just like ripping that.
What's inside? What's
Give
inside?
me what's
Yes.
inside. I want what's inside now.
Yes.
Give it now.
You
Thirsty
guys are
Daddy.
hell yeah. You guys are like my little brother.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Ripping
Yeah.
it apart. We're coming out of our shells.
We were always very big because like my older brother had all the Ninja Turtles stuff, and like he had a big blimp, and like if I got to play with it, I had to be supervised, and it had to be don't fuck with my shit, dude. And then you give it to my older
sounds
brother,
like
and
me,
he's just
man.
ripping into, he's biting everything, testing the durability of stuff, and you're like,
Ooh.
who is this child? Is this a
Oh my
devil?
god, that's funny.
When I was a kid, I wouldn't let if people touched my fingers and they started playing. I'm like, hey, you're gonna chip the paint.
Dude, yeah,
That's how I was as a kid.
I'm
You're
okay
gonna
with
chip-
chipping the paint.
That sounds like you, Jordan. That sounds like you. That
I
really
had
does.
headless. All of my guys were
Also,
headless
yeah,
because my little brother would just snap the head off, and then people were like, "This kid's kind of weird. I think he's playing with like 5 headless action figures." And I'm like, "You don't get it. You don't get it. Okay, they're my favorite ones." And he bit the head off of it. So what am I supposed to do? Go find a new favorite one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I was about, I think it was about 6 or 7. My mom had a friend over for the first time meeting me or something. She's from out of state or something. She's like, and this is my wonderful son, Jordan. And I came out, my sister just tore the head off my April O'Neil. And the first things out of this little kid's mouth was, my fucking sister tore the fucking head off April O'Neil.
That sounds like
Made
Jordan.
a hell of a first impression.
That's
Rage-filled
Round of
eyes.
applause, Jordan. Round of applause for you, Jordan. Round of applause for you. Taking care of that situation. Locking it up.
I took care of that. I had a lockdown. I needed a new April.
Dude, that's awesome.
Don't mess with the kids, April O'Neil. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thirsty Daddy, what do you think about this Gumby situation? Kids show, adult content.
Ron Sun said it best. I think it's way too simplistic for the kids of this generation. They give it a 5-minute look, but no, they want something with action and movement. And they don't want the shit from my gen. I mean, I watched the originals. Christ, it's so long ago.
In the
I am
50s,
used to it,
right?
okay?
The Million Gumby is like he loves dogs. He has power. I don't know. He's, it's
He
Gumby.
had no power. It was a cute show for its day, but I don't see it working well today.
He had so much driving power, though. Like, people loved Gumby.
Yeah, I have pleasant memories of Gumby, but I don't watch him I don't want to watch him fuck that girl in the bed. I'm sorry, but no.
I think it might be too simplistic. You're right. It might just be.
I'm thinking
One more
about a
time.
new adaptation, though. I think it'd be.
I put everybody out there in case you're wondering.
Not extra enough.
Yeah.
It might be, but I just think that there was this restaurant in Michigan State called Gumby's, and they had Pete's
Yes.
Gumby's Pizza,
Pokey sticks.
and the breadsticks were called Pokey Sticks. I used to love the
Yeah, I
Pokey
bet
sticks.
they were.
They were fucking.
They were.
The Pokey sticks were delicious. All I can say. Anyways, Gumby's coming as an
I don't
animated
want to know why you know that.
children's story, but also 52 episodes, 11-minute episodes. You're getting a lot of Gumby coming forward. We have not known how much adult versions come in. It'll probably be 8 to 10, and it'll be saucy and silky and
One season and done.
one season.
It would be
or not.
so funny if it was just like a Bob's Burgers.
Dude, it could do really well, I think.
Like just really good voice actors and just like the tribulations of a regular life. You know what I mean? He gets anxiety, he turns into a puddle. You know, just fucking something.
Spencer, I have one thing to say on that. Don't hold your breath.
What was that show that used action figures and stuff? That Seth Green show. What was that?
Robot Chicken was
That's what I
so good. It was so
I love Robot Chicken.
funny.
Everything.
But
Touching
I'm
everything.
sure Robot Chicken has already tackled Gumby. I'm sure we had an adult version.
They definitely have. They absolutely have. But that would be so good. Yeah. I love it.
I think Seth Green can do it.
I've entirely changed my stance.
I think Gumby's going to be good. I think it could be the adult version. I don't know. I'm holding out for it. As long as they don't go to Ren and Stimpy and they find some
comment.
What's that?
Remember
Sausage?
Eddie Murphy is Gumby?
I mean, he did a great job at SNL. I showed the picture earlier. It could be awesome.
Yeah, you did.
It could be awesome. Yeah, that was great. He did it again on SNL again. Maybe I don't think he'd do. Maybe he would.
That was 40 years ago, guys.
No, he didn't. No, he did the reunion recently. He did it 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Did the reunion. He's Gumby again. You didn't see that,
The
GR?
original with him as Gumby was 40 odd years ago.
I know, but he came back again. He did it again. GR, you gotta see that. Go on YouTube. Look, Eddie Murphy, Gumby, SNL. I think it was like 2 years ago. Watch it again.
I watched the original. I don't need to watch a reboot.
It was great. It was great. Same guy. Gumby's coming, everybody. Get ready for it. If you're a child that's under 12 or an adult that's over 40, you're going to be loving Gumby, hopefully. And then, fucking more Gumby slides into your life and Pokey's right behind him. That's what happens every day, all day, in and out of the Gumby Asia world. I don't know what the fuck it's called. But anyways, can't wait to see what happens with this because Gumby's going to be great.